Live from Hollywood, California, and global from the web, it's time to spill it. Let's hear for your host, Calvin Brownlee.
Hi, I'm Calvin Brownlee, and welcome to another webisode of The Speel It Show, the only show on the web with real talk, real people with real views. On this show, nothing will get past us. You will hear from celebrity guests, hear reviews and reactions from viewers like you, and of course, a wonderful selected panel of co-hosts. So let's meet them. Let's go. Speel It is a new webisode show that I've created as a new platform for young people like ourselves to voice our perspectives and our opinions. As young people, we do care about the issues, and our opinions are ours and in no shape, form, or fashion meant to persuade any one particular group. So I invite you all at home and at work, or wherever you are, to chime in on the conversation. So let's spill it. So the first topic I want to talk about today, the topic of today is Bible wars. Do people use their faith to be divisive?
All the time. It's like a form. I mean, think of the Vatican. The Vatican is all about religion, and it rules everything. I mean, when something happens, we got to consult the Vatican. Well, I mean, but it's
well, you know, I think that religion is a very, very touchy subject. And, you know, we talk about it all the time, you know, behind closed doors, but we never get it out there in the open and expose the myths, the truths, and talk about it and openly. And as young people, we're not going to be scared to talk about the issues. And here to help us talk about it is my dear friend. He's a former NGO worker that used to work in East Africa. Please welcome Tim Percy. Thank you for being on the show, Tim. It's always a pleasure to speak with you.
That's an important topic, so I'm glad I could be here.
I had to beg you to come on, right? No, just like. But you know, what do you think about? We have a clip that we're going to play, but what do you think about people using their faith to preach hatred or to be divisive? To be divisive, I should say.
I don't even know if it's so much their faith that they're using. I think it's twisting religion.
Like, give me an example. Like, what do you mean?
Well, I think it's more about self-fulfilling prophecy and fulfilling one's own agenda rather than actually carrying out true religious or faithful practice.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of it, you know, is dangerous, and it's based off ignorance and fear from those people rather than actually what is Scripture and what is true to religion or faith.
like the Crusades.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kill the Moors.
Well, let's talk about what you did in East Africa, right?
Yes.
What was your role there?
Well, I worked in development. I guess that's the broader topic. In economics, health, HIV/AIDS awareness. You know, it's just. But while I was there, I noticed on topic, you know, a lot of American religious groups and then the damage they do with people there.
So you witnessed firsthand them taking advantage. Was it pastors?
Absolutely. Excuse me?
Was it pastors or was it just people?
Yes, it is.
Authority?
It's the American Pentecostal evangelists, the fundamentalist groups.
Oh, wow.
And
Not the Christians?
yes. Well, they want to believe they're Christians, but I don't think they really understand the basic principles of Christianity any longer.
Well, you know, let's play. We have a sound bite, but there was a pastor. His name was Stephen Anderson, I believe. He was in Arkansas, and he basically wants gay people and Obama to die. So if we have that clip, we're going to play it. Let's just take a listen to that clip.
Local congregations, local churches. There is no Catholic church. There is no universal church found in the Bible. Yet the Southern Baptists in their statement of faith believe in a universal church. Yet the United Methodists in their statement of faith believe in a universal church. You say they don't believe that. Look, the United Methodists, 10% of their preachers are queers. Don't even try to defend the United Methodist Church to me, brother. They got a dyke and a faggot behind the pulpit. If you don't like that word, then go find another church. Go find one of these queer churches they'll put the faggot behind the pulpit. I'll stand behind the pulpit and call him the faggot that he is.
All right, let's cut that. What do you guys think about that?
I cannot believe a pastor would get up there and say stuff like that in front of his congregation.
How much hate can you have towards?
So that's clearly hate. What do you think about what you just heard?
I don't even know if I would call him a pastor because I just don't think these people represent religion.
I agree. That's a prime example of, if we were to listen later on in that clip, we would have heard him say, "I want Obama to die." And I don't think, he's at the pulpit saying this. That's dangerous. That's very dangerous because, as we learned over the years, people follow people. People are so intuitive with their faith, and they follow people, and it's easy to guide people, especially Americans. Okay, let's just put it out there. Americans, if one person jumps out of the bridge, they're going to jump off. And that's sad.
I can swim, so I'll be all right.
You can swim. Well, I want to talk about one more subject before we go, and that is the Carrie Prejean thing. I know everybody's tired of talking about it, but it's about the issue of morality. Let's put the story out there. Earlier this year, she said something about, she was asked a question by an openly gay man at the Miss California pageant?
Yes.
And I applaud her for giving her honest answer. She was brought up morally the way she was taught, and that's great. We live in a free country. We should be able to speak our minds and not be criticized for doing that. But I think when you're representing a system like pageantry, when there's clearly gay people involved, you should think about that in your answer. Because I don't think she got that far without having a gay person.
Who did her hair?
Who did her hair?
And her mug.
But she said something about morality. She was talking about, she answered her questions based on her morals, which is fine. But it later surfaced that she had a sex tape, which is the reason why she dropped the lawsuit she had.
Yeah, so how's she going to represent?
What was her morals?
Well, how old was she when she made this?
They said that she was 17.
She was young. Young, you have morals when you're young?
You do have morals. She was talking about the way she was brought up. So you do have morals.
So how are you going to represent California? You can't even represent yourself.
Exactly, that's right.
But she keeps talking about the way that she was brought up. But just because you're brought up a certain way doesn't mean that you have to continue to lead by example in that fashion.
Exactly.
There is something called progress.
Exactly.
And thinking outside the
box. For example, you're brought up knowing that suicide is wrong, but some of us still do it. Right.
Exactly.
So you just have to use your better judgment and know that right is right and wrong is wrong. And no matter what, when you point the finger, there's always two pointing back at you. We would like to thank you, Tim, for coming on. It's always a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you for having me.
No, you're very, very welcome. And anytime on our couch, you can come and have a seat and talk to us about all the stuff. We'll be right back with a musical performance from Skylar Jordan.
Man, this is crazy. Every damn day, I gotta get up at the crack of dawn and watch these damn baby kids. This shit don't make no sense to me. I'm 86 years old. Why I gotta spend my last days with the children of the corn? And the crazy part is, I don't even know the damn kids' names. But they come over here day after day with that crazy bullshit, tearing up my house and eating up all my snacks. Now that oldest one, I think him gonna be a little sweet when he grow up. He always playing with his late grandmother's wigs. And that little middle child, she don't listen to shit I say, always talking about whatever. Now I told you rolling miles again, but take him out your damn head, you be watching yourself with him. And the baby, he shits all damn day long, like breathing that gives him diarrhea. And Tanisha, old trifling ass, bitch don't leave me no gas money, no Pampers, no food or nothing. Now enough is enough and too much stinks.